This is the ultimate status gunner tutorial for the Hunter rank farm in Monster Hunter Wilds. We will be looking at how to play the status gunner, everything that you need from start to finish to run this farm. I've been running it for quite some time now. As you can see, I'm Hunter rank 500 by now. When I started this farm, I was about Hunter rank 120. So if you're trying to grind up that Hunter rank and play the status gunner, no more of that heavy bowgun shit, then this is the place to be. So first things first, we're going to start with a build. Now, most of the runs are going to be running Combat Conga, Congalala Light Bowgun. Make sure you got the right mods on it. And check these armor pieces. I'm not going to read all of them right here. And then the decorations on here, just copy them as they are. Now, once we have our build all set up, we can't actually run it quite yet. There are two other things we need to do, and one of them is the item pouch setup. We can register a loadout here. I've just named mine HR farm status. And here are the things that I've put into mine. Most importantly, Thunderbug capacitors, luring pods, flash pods, shock trap, pitfall, 2 trap tools, 2 mega barrel bombs, 8 trank bombs to the flower fern, armor and power charm, some buff items, and the usual stuff. As well as your ammo, you want to get rid of the flaming and recovery ammo, as you don't want to scroll through them. Make sure you have trank as well as paralysis ammo. Now, once you've set up that loadout, you will need to put it on your radial menu. You can just go to customize radial menu, and here I've set up mine. You can set it up however you like. This is just the order I have things in, and I quite like it like this. That way you have everything you need. The water ammo is just for the heavy bowgun side of things. Now, on top of that, I have a setting changed so that I don't activate items right away. If I hover over them and release, I actually have to press down R3. And I will show you guys where that setting is. Just go to Options, go to the second tab, Controls, first page right at the bottom, Item Use Controls, you put this to Type 2. That way we don't accidentally place the wrong item, and you just press R3 to know exactly when your item placement is coming out. Now, once we've got all the item stuff sorted out, we still need the 2 pop-up cams. There's Area 12, which is where we will be spawning from, and Area 15. As the one who posts the quests, we obviously also need Area 15, otherwise the heavy bowgunners can't spawn there. So, when you want to start a run, this is pretty much what you do. You're going to have everything set up. We're going to go to optional quest, go to accept and prep from Area 12. Once we have it posted, we are going to go into our tent. Obviously, imagine this is in a 4-player lobby. We grab our item loadout, we grab new trank and new para ammo. Then we leave, make sure we're on para ammo, make sure luring pods are equipped, and then we depart when everyone is ready, obviously. This one is just an example recording of what the start of the quest can look like, because there are some item pickups you can grab here. I don't recommend grabbing them every single run. It really depends on how fast you are. There's 2 flower ferns and a bombberry bush, I think. These 2 flower ferns are obviously good if you also plan on playing heavy bowgun sometime. Then there's the 2 mite seeds here. And then nitro shroom or gunpowder if you ever wanted to craft some. Yeah, this is where the usual run would start, but I will show you guys that in a little analysis video right here. So this particular run, I know we're going to be fast. We've been using buffs. We are quite a good team right now. The guys are doing their job. So I actually do no stalling at all here, which also means no picking up of any items. Make sure that you're on paralysis ammo and your luring pods are equipped. I just go right away, shoot the monkey even from down here. He will do his little aggro move, run to the walkway, just run over. The monkey will start running around. You will see belly broken. Yep. This belly broken message, it is quite good at telling you how far your team is along in the fight. If you see belly broken right around where I see it, that's very close. You're cutting it very close. If things are not going well for the end of this fight, it's going to be really close. You ideally want to see this belly broken message somewhere around here. You're going to be doing a good job. If you see it somewhere right here, then you stalled the monkey for way too long. Gravius is going to be dead before the monkey is going to be there. So here, the message is quite late. I get out the gun from on top of Gravios. I shoot twice. You can do this by just pressing triangle on the secret. You'll get out the gun. Shoot him twice. Make sure he's not turned to the side. And if he is in an animation, let him finish the animation until it's almost over and then paralyze him. So he's stuck in a good position for these guys to finish him off. Now I want to make sure I'm as close to these guys as I can so that my heavy bowgunners don't have to actually move. Monkey's coming. In this particular case, I'm using an old strat of myself. I'm gonna be showing a different variant in a little bit, but right now, with the triple corrupted mantle, that goes really fast. Another thing here, once you get off your secret, you'll see me reload and then put the rapid fire mod by pressing circle. Then we wait for him to cross the ledge, shoot him twice with the... well, we shoot once, but it will fire twice because of the rapid fire mod. He will be paralyzed. You can put the mine down here in front of where the guys are shooting, like right in front of his right arm. But like I said, this is my old strat. I will show you guys a new, better one in a little bit. Here, the shock trap placement. I have a visual cue for this. If you watch the tail, there will be a moment when the monkey is shaking where the tail will reach the top of its animation. Right there. You see that little... there's like a tiny screen shake also, if you look for it. Or like a little shake he does. And when he's at the apex of that motion, that's where you press R3 for the shock trap. And it will be decent timing. Then you get out your gun on the para ammo, put the rapid fire mod by pressing circle, shoot him once, twice, reload, shoot him once. Now he has gotten hit by 6 shots total, or 3 times with rapid fire, so he needs 1 more bullet to get paralyzed. So we will wait. He does a shake animation again. This time, however, we will not shoot after the shake animation to lock him in, because every single time, if you're doing the loop exactly the same way, he will do this kind of an animation, some kind of roar. There's 2 different types he can do. This is the small roar, where he lifts his right arm. He will lift this arm for a little bit and put it back onto the ground. And once this fist touches the ground, this animation will be over. You will need to shoot him to paralyze him. The other animation, he lifts both fists off the ground, goes a little longer. And there's also a third scenario where basically this is a moment where the monkey is not locked down. So what can happen is your heavy bowgunners, their bullets can proc a wound and the monkey will fall over to his side. If that happens, just let him fall over and wait till he gets back up and then shoot him right as he gets back up. But in this case, we'll let him finish the animation. Right before his fist hits the ground, I shoot my next bullet, so let's watch that in total. Shock trap at the tail. Rapid fire on. 1, 2, 1, 2. Reload. 1, 2. Watch for the animation. Now he's paralyzed. Tranq Bomb 1. Tranq Bomb 2. 1, 2. This pitfall is actually quite early. Could have been delayed way more, but because of the triple corrupted mantle, the monkey is instantly captured here. What you can do here, a good cue that I use, after you hit him with a paralysis, just run up and do double Tranq Bomb immediately, but there's a certain pacing to throwing the Tranq Bombs. It's like a rhythm. You press R3, then she throws a Tranq Bomb, then you press R3, she throws a Tranq Bomb. It's like a 1, 2, 1, 2. And if you count like that in your head, you continue it for 2 more times. Like you can kind of mentally imagine how you'd be throwing 2 more Tranq Bombs, but you don't actually throw 2 more Tranq Bombs. So you'd simply paralyze, drop it in, Tranq Bomb, Tranq Bomb, Tranq Bomb, Tranq Bomb, and then you place the pitfall, and that way you're gonna have good timing. But I will record another run and put it in here so you guys know what I'm talking about. Also, if you're not running triple corrupted mantle and you're not running buffs, or you didn't prolong the lockdown as much as I did, then he might not die immediately here. So get ready to place a shock trap in front of the monkey, not standing at his side when he's in the pitfall, way in front of him, because he will move like over around here. He will jump 1 monkey length in front. So one other thing that I wanted to talk about are 3-man runs. 3-man runs are really important in my opinion, because waiting for a 4th member to stick around or get online can take quite a while, and you can simply use that time to do more runs, because 3-man runs are actually not that inefficient. They're about 10 to 20 seconds slower depending on what strat you're doing and how they're playing, but they're definitely worth doing, especially while waiting for a 4th. So sorry that I got the clip muted on the background. The audio was a bit messed up, so I'm doing a little voiceover here. We're going to be loading in. Now in 3-man runs, I can also talk about another thing, which is monkey stalling. So you see me pick up the 2 flower ferns, which are really useful for the heavy bowgun side of things. Here there's 2 mite seeds, you can pick those up. Here's a chill shroom, which I don't need, and a nitrous shroom, I think. Those are for gunpowder. Now here I just wait. I grab my luring pods. So I delayed the monkey by about 5 seconds. I do this because there's only 2 heavy bowgunners. They are going to need more time to break Gravios' belly. And for that reason, it's worth to slow down. Got the belly broken there. Now we're going to get close. Get ready to paralyze the Gravios. So we get at the gun once. We wait for him to turn around. Shoot the second one. We get off. Reload. Now, here I use a different strategy, which is my newer strategy. You place the mine, you place 2 mega barrel bombs, like in front and to the left. Now you want to stun the monkey in a way where the mine is somewhere in front of the monkey. You hit the 2 paralysis. You shoot 5 pierce with rapid fire through the arm where the heavy bowgunners are also standing. You get your weapon back in, you place shock trap at the end of the animation. Then you do the 4 paralysis shots like we talk about. So here's the 3rd one, and then we wait. We watch for what animation he does. Here he does the long animation. Shoot him once he touches the ground. 1, 2, 1, 2, place. There we go. And that will be pretty good timing on the pitfall trap. And then you just shoot a little bit more pierce on top of the monkey. And after like 3 or 4 rounds of bullets, you just put your gun back into your back, your sheath, and you get ready to place a shock trap in front if he doesn't get captured right there. And as you can see, 148, it's not much slower than the 4-man runs. You can definitely do this as well. And here is a little example of a 4-man run that is not the fastest, not the best, mostly down to the heavy bowgunners not buffing. But on this one, I also grab the items because I know Gravios is not going to be entirely optimal. So I slow down a little bit, but I don't stall him like standing still or anything. I just grab the items, that's all I need here. Now this part gets pretty repetitive. You actually got to be careful on this bridge. You can fall off, so make sure to not do that. Of course, we paralyze Gravios as always. I actually miss a shot here, so that's unfortunate. And now this is just to reconfirm the strat. We just put the mine down somewhere close to the heavy bowgunners, put the 2 mega barrel bombs, put rapid fire back on, make sure to stun him in front of the mine, shoot the Pierce. And here you can see one player is actually shooting from a really strange position, which is why our DPS this round is super bad. There goes the shock trap, the 4 paralysis shots. We watch for what animation he does. It's a short one. 2, 1, 2, place. Go back to the Pierce, and you can just shoot him a little bit, have some fun with it. You also gotta have fun. If you're a little bit scared of like the timings on things, you can just not shoot him for now. But yeah, here we didn't have enough damage to capture him in the pitfall because of the bad positioning and maybe no buffs, so you have to place the extra shock trap. And yeah, this particular run actually also comes in at 148. So this is the quite slow variant to do this. Obviously, if you full rush the monkey, if you don't pick anything up, you can speed it up a bit. So here is another clip I wanted to show you guys of how to do the most efficient route for this run, where you also capture the Gravios, making the quest about 20 seconds faster. You can easily get a 123 or so with this if you have corrupted mantles and proper buffs. And I use an artisan light bowgun for this version just because it has more para and I don't actually have time to shoot rapid fire Pierce at all. Or almost don't. So just hit the monkey and then we run to the right. And this will mean we arrive way earlier, but we also don't have time to set up when we arrive. So what we're going to do is we're just going to bring the monkey immediately. We will paralyze Gravios, then shoot 2 trank ammo on Gravios. So one of the heavy bowgunners can place a shock trap and capture him. So you'll see me doing that here. Swap to the trank. Then we dismount, go back to paralysis, rapid fire. Make sure to paralysis the monkey when Gravios sleeps. Place the mine in front of his arm. 2 mega barrel bombs to the side so they don't hit it and you get blown off your combo. Then 2 trank bombs, and we're just in time to place a shock trap without him getting out of the stun lock. And we shoot the 2 para, reload. Para 1 on the monkey and then 1 on the barrel bomb. Now the next shot will paralyze, but we check his animation. Here he got cancelled out of his animation, so I hit the shot early. There you can see me muscle memory, my muscle memory to do trank bombs, but in fact you can just shoot a couple of Pierce normal, and then you place a shock trap right after, and he gets captured incredibly fast. So yeah, that's the version you can do. This, I think, ended up being a 126. Yeah, 126. You can easily do this a couple seconds faster. As you saw, I paralyzed the monkey a bit earlier. Gravios needed to get captured first, but 2 of the heavy bowguns were already ready. And yeah, that's the new version of the strat that I'm currently cooking with, but you need some good heavy bowgun players to pull this off with. So really quickly, here is the equipment info on the Artisan light bowgun. I use an Artisan here or a higher rapid fire paralysis clip size. Otherwise, you need to reload one more time and you just don't have the space in the loop to fit the second reload in. Because you end up shooting twice on Gravios, one time on the monkey, leaving you with 0. Then you reload once, and if you only have 3 shots, that's not going to be enough to paralyze Ajra Khan for the second time. You actually need 4 shots. So that's why I use the Artisan for that. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. As a little final word, there are many different loops you can do on the monkey. There are many different ways you can play the strategy, and you always have to be adaptable. Figure out how good are the heavy bowgunners you're playing with, what are they doing, are they not comfortable placing a shock trap themselves, do you want to do the slower version, are they like really fast, do you want to go right side. These are all things you have to discuss with your group or decide for yourself. And yeah, I hope you guys have a lot of fun with it, enjoy playing it, because in my opinion this is a lot more fun than the heavy bowgun side of things. And if you have any other questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll be happy to answer any questions you guys got. Sorry if there weren't perfect examples in here and a couple of different strats, but I hope you got everything you needed to know about the light bowgun status gunner from this video right here. Enjoy, guys.